Cape Town's restaurant scene has been pimped with the addition of Chef Amori Burger's Upper Union, rather. Chef Amori's dishes are globally inspired, flavorful, designed for sharing and discovering with a touch of signature cocktail. Well, Chef Amori Burger is on Zoom to tell us more about her culinary journey as well as her newly opened restaurant. Good morning, Chef. Welcome to Morning Live. Take us through your culinary journey. Where did it all start for you?
Good morning. It's been a journey. I studied at Silwood Kitchens in Rondebosch in Cape Town, and then worked in some of the cool restaurants here. It's part of the curriculum, and then moved to Joburg. Opened about 6 restaurants in Joburg. The last one was called Van der Linde, just pre-COVID. Loved it, every second of it, and then COVID, and then Cape Town.
At what point did you realize that you also want to be, an entrepreneur? You also want to run your own business?
I mean, I actually work for a group called the More Family Collection, who runs this restaurant and has 7 lodges in the Sabi, the Kruger, and Marataba. So it's part of a portfolio.
Talk to us about some of the dishes that define who you are and how you found your signature dishes.
When we started designing the food for Upper Union, everything for me went around sitting around a table, breaking bread, being together, like a Sunday lunch or a Christmas party or a dinner party. And I wanted it to be, when you are eating at Upper Union, it feels like you are at my house eating with me. We're sitting around the table, we're drinking lots of wine, everybody's fighting about politics and religion. It's just a great time, and the food is good. The food is, current menu that we're running is very punchy, a lot of North African influence, a lot of African influence, a lot of Cape Malay influence. But as we go, as we grow, we want to be hyper seasonal. The food will change. Maybe next month we'll do a bit of a more French menu, a little bit more toned down Italian vibe. It all depends on what we can get at the market and what our suppliers can give us.
I'm curious about the name, though, Upper Union. What's the inspiration behind that?
It is named after the beautiful street in the Cliff Street neighborhood we are in. We are absolutely in love with Cliff Street neighborhood. We feel very blessed to be here. It's one of the, if not the coolest food scene in the CBD in Cape Town. And we named it after the street. Many, many months of deliberating, but eventually the street name won.
What's been the response from the Cape Townians to the establishment?
We've actually had lovely, lovely response, like incredible. We're very blessed. We have had a little bit of feedback in the beginning, but we also, we opened the 19th of December, so we were finding our feet, but it has been incredible. Last night we were jam-packed. We did over 100 packs, over 100 guests came through the doors, and everything was everybody was blown away. It's been great.
Talk to us about the we that you keep mentioning in this conversation and why the we is so important to the success of Upper Union.
Well, the we is, the team. This would not stand without 42 people behind me or with me, next to me, and none of this would be. It takes 42 people to make this plate tick every day. 22 of them are chefs, 16 of them are on the floor, the rest are barmen and managers. It takes a massive team to run 7 days a week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Now, the concept behind the establishment is that it's, curated for the curious and the creative. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, we're situated in a beautiful heritage building, and if you walk into the shop, you'll see that there's little quirky, beautiful bits that constitute the interior that you see that catches your eye, that you don't normally see in different restaurants. Then also the menu itself, because it's so eclectic, because the food is taken from so many countries, it is curated for the curious. If you're interested in having a dildone because you've never had it, or a haydaris, which is also a beautiful Turkish sauce, there's something new every time you arrive. You see something new, you eat something new. The cocktails in themselves are also incredible. Also, again, taken from a little bit everywhere around the world and then put into a glass on your table.
I wonder if you can see what's on your screen at the moment. take us through the different dishes that, you know, we're going to find when we get there. Talk to us about the different concept as well. For instance, what is at the top of your breakfast meal?
So breakfast we do for the hotel next to us. Like I said, we're part of a group that has a hotel. Breakfast we do for the hotel guests only. Then lunch and dinner we do for outside patrons, outside guests. Our concept is family style sharing. So what happens is you sit down, let's say there's 4 of us, we sit down, we order a set menu, which there's a vegetarian one and a non-vegetarian one that I've curated. So you get a starter, then your main course is a selection of beautiful bowls of food, just like a Sunday lunch, just like a Christmas lunch, where everything fits together. But the whole idea is I've got the lamb baharat with me and I pass it on to you and you dish up some, then you pass it on to whoever's sitting next to you. And it's all about sharing, talking, the food being the main focus of the whole meal. And then afterwards we share desserts, just like we would at my house if you came for dinner.
Yeah. And what lessons came with opening this establishment, you know, in comparison to the other restaurants that you had opened in Johannesburg and, you know, now that you're older and wiser?
Oh, Cape Town is harder to crack than Joburg. I think it's been hard, but it's been incredible. We have weathered the storm, and we are standing. I'm sitting in a beautiful restaurant that, like I said, last night did almost 100 covers, just over 100 covers, and it went smoothly, and everything was beautiful. I think Cape Town is more difficult to crack because it's the food scene of South Africa, so we have to work a little bit harder. I think the most important thing I learned is sleep, rest. Take some rest when you can.
Can we see any more of the upper unions, smaller upper unions, you know, cropping up in Cape Town, elsewhere, or in Johannesburg?
Oh, we would love, I think we would love to extend our portfolio. Absolutely. Not just yet. Like I said, we've been open for just over a month. We're getting into it still. But hopefully 2024. Yeah. Definitely.
All right. So it's Sunday. What are you making?
Oh, today on the menu, we've changed it up a little bit. We got the most beautiful king clip in this morning at 7 o'clock. So we're doing king clip with the caramel harissa. It's got preserved lemon aioli, and it goes with a Granny Smith mint, coriander, and chive slaw. That is the main course for the day.
And apples are always a good idea in a slaw, hey?
You know, and it's summer, so fruit is everywhere. My entire menu is covered in fruit.
Yeah.
Because it's summer. We have to celebrate the ingredients when they're with us.
Chef Amori, thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck with today and the rest of the year. Chef Amori Burger, and we have been in conversation with her about her culinary journey as well as her new establishment in Cape Town called Upper Union. All right, if you're not hungry, I don't know.